time to put the exhaust system back on. I took it off for a couple reasons. One was to do some rear suspension work. It was a lot easier. And also pulling the gas tank to drain it. A lot easier without working around the exhaust pipes. And the other reason is the mufflers. These are Flowmaster 40s, I believe. Love the sound, chambered exhaust, but the drone is deafening at highway speeds. So I bought a set of these, which is FlowFX from Flowmaster also. They are, basically a glorified glass pack. You can see through them. I have a flashlight in on the other side. So I'm going to put these on and hopefully still get a good sound and no drone. Since the pipes are what I wanted to save, because I'm going to reuse those again, I didn't want to cut the pipes, so I cut the mufflers off. But I did it in a way that actually probably be able to salvage these mufflers. So I cut a slot here with the Dremel tool here, and you can see the other one here allowed this to expand, and then I was able to get those off. The FlowFX and the Flowmaster 40s, they're about the same length. The FX is about a ½ inch longer. I think I can accommodate that with the pipe sliding in. If not, I can, these are pretty long here, I can cut a little bit of this off and this should be fine. I have the head pipe bolted up to the manifolds. It's hanging here off the drive shaft with a piece of wire. So now I'm going to slip the mufflers on and see where everything kind of sits front to back. I'm going to try this type of exhaust clamp versus the more traditional. I think it'll be a little bit easier. Certainly if I need to get this thing apart, I think, since it doesn't crimp down on it. And they're supposed to seal pretty good. Got the mufflers on the end of the head pipe using these clamps here. So far I really like those. Those are nice clamps. And then I put on the hangers that are right here. And that's holding up the end of the muffler. So now I'm going to try to put in the tailpipe. And again, everything's still loose. I won't tighten anything down until I get everything in place. Tailpipes are hung in place. And your mufflers. So everything's loose. What I'm going to do is I want to get the mufflers level. See this 4 here? What I did was the end of the pipe, the head pipe, I marked it every ½ inch. So that's in here in the muffler, almost 2 inches. And this side, about the same. And if you look at the mufflers, they're equal distance front to back. So regardless of what happens back here, I want the mufflers to sit level. So I'm going to put the clamp on here, okay, and I'm going to snug them down to keep the muffler from spinning, and then I'll deal with the tailpipes in their exact position. Oh, and also I also marked the mufflers every ½ inch so that I know when I get the clamp on here how far I'm on. Alright, so I got those clamps in there, tighten down, and judging by my marks here, that's the 3rd mark, so I'm in about 1.5 inches as far as the clamp onto the muffler. The pipe is in way farther than 1.5 inches. As you can see, there's no marks here. And I did that on both sides, and you see they hang nice and level. So now I need to play around with this clamp here and get the tailpipe positioned properly to where it clears the axle and the spring and the frame and the gas tank and so on and so forth. Before I go finalizing the tailpipes, I wanted to make sure I got the head pipe in here finalized. So I used a copper crush gasket here. Hopefully that's a good idea to seal things up good. This is the passenger side, and then the driver's side is taken care of. Also, driver's side was a pain in the butt. It was really, really tight. Okay, so let's go and get the tailpipes done. So I positioned the tailpipes where I want them with these rear clamps. This is the driver's side. I did the same thing on the passenger side. And you can see, total pet peeve of mine is when dual exhausts, they don't hang even and equal. A little hard to see because they're black, but that's it right there on the passenger side, and that's it on the driver's side. They hang even and equal distance out from the bumper, and the pipes hang pretty darn close. The mufflers are nice and level, same height. So the last thing I need to do is tighten up the rear muffler clamps. Exhaust system is complete. So starting at the front, copper gaskets to the headers. This is the passenger side, and it has the O2 sensor in it. And driver's side has the copper gasket. Working our way to the back. The new mufflers are on. These clamps are pretty cool. I really like these clamps. I think it made the install a lot easier. Making our way to the back. Again, the same kind of clamps on the tailpipe, and lots of clearance, or enough clearance from axle, frame, gas tank, and then out the back, and then the same on the passenger side. One other thing I want to mention too is I have these heat shields. Let's see if you can see them here. Right here, that's the heat shield on the exhaust pipe, because you can see I run airbags in my coil springs, and I didn't have those on before, and they got hot enough they blew. It was crazy loud, like a balloon pop or tire pop. But anyways, so I run those now. But yeah, super happy with the install. It came out, I think it came out really nice.